Why do people love living in Peachtree City, Georgia? Hi, I'm Daphne Bousquet with eXp Realty, and I'm sharing 10 reasons that will have you wanting to move to Peachtree City too. Let's start with the golf carts. Peachtree City has more than 100 miles of multi-use paths. We use these paths for walking, running, biking, but most importantly, we use them as transportation for our golf carts. Golf carts go everywhere in Peachtree City, and they are the primary mode of transportation for quick trips to the grocery store, school runs, and of course, the evenings out to restaurants or to go get ice cream. But that's not all. You really haven't lived until you have done a golf cart event. This Friday, I did a poker run on a golf cart. It was so much fun. I know groups that do scavenger hunts on golf cart, and geocaching is a fun activity in Peachtree City as well. Residents also decorate their golf carts for the seasons, especially for Christmas and the 4th of July. We'll talk about the 4th of July later in this video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Finding your way on a golf cart path is a little tricky if you're not used to it, but Peachtree City has a handy app that will help you navigate the paths. And if you're in town to get to know the area, you can rent a golf cart so that you can experience the Peachtree City lifestyle. Be sure to download my handy relocation guide from the description. Next, we have the schools. Peachtree City is a part of the award-winning Fayette County Public School District, and residents are rightly proud of their schools. McIntosh High School is ranked 18th best high school in the state of Georgia, according to the U.S. News and World Report, with a score of 96.6, and Stars Mill High School was ranked 22nd with a score of 96 points. And according to niche.com, every school in Peachtree City has an A or A+. So no wonder that residents are very proud of their schools and that Peachtree City is a popular town to move to. Another one of the things that makes Peachtree City attractive to its residents are the lakes. Peachtree City has 3 lakes: Lake Peachtree, Lake Kedron, and Lake McIntosh. These lakes are for Peachtree City residents only and are perfect for kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, fishing, etc. Of the 3 lakes, only Lake Peachtree allows swimming, and there's a small area where kids like to splash around in, so do not expect the lake to be full of swimmers in the summer. No motorboats are allowed on any of the lakes except on Lake Peachtree for a very limited number of homeowners. There are only about 100 homes that come with full boating rights, and as you can imagine, these are very popular. The multi-use paths around Lake Peachtree are a perfect spot to go for a walk or run, and you'll see a number of people using them at any time of the day. Drake Park is also right on Lake Peachtree, and it is a great place to hang out and play, and it's also the site of a monthly night market and other fun family-friendly events. Speaking of family-friendly fun, Line Creek Nature Area is the spot to hike, get your feet wet, and enjoy nature in the middle of Peachtree City. Line Creek Nature Area is a 70-acre public preserve along Line Creek off Highway 54 on the Fayette-Coweta County borderline. The main attraction are the beautiful creekside granite outcroppings and a rushing stream bordered by native azaleas. But there's also a fishing dock on a small pond, a gazebo, and almost 3 miles of nature trails. Now, when you're on the trails, keep an eye out for a few historic sites. This stretch of Line Creek was home to multiple mills in the 1800s, and the remnants of their dams can still be seen today. The trails are not difficult to hike, so it's a nice spot to go for a walk on your lunch hour, as long as you have decent shoes. I do not recommend doing this in heels. That could be disastrous. There are 2 entrances, and one is in the Plantera subdivision. There really is no place to park, but if you live in the neighborhood, it's an easy access point. The creek runs to Lake McIntosh, and you can see the lake from your hike, but it won't go all the way to it. The other access point is the main entrance, and it is right off Highway 54. It's between 2 shopping centers, so you can plan a trip to TJ Maxx or HomeGoods before or after your hike. And there are also restaurants, so you can walk to Nuke's for a sandwich, have brunch at the Flying Biscuit, a burger at Grazing Here, or pick from pizza to Mexican. It's all there. The Line Creek Nature Area is not the only popular Line Creek spot in Peachtree City. The other one is Line Creek Brewery. It's a craft brewery. And while it had its start in Peachtree City, it has since expanded to nearby Fayetteville and Newnan. Each location is different with its own charm. The charm of Line Creek Brewery is that there's always something going on. From market days to live music and food trucks. It's very family friendly in the daytime, and you'll see lots of kids playing with their while their parents are enjoying a cold one. Feel free to bring your dog because it's pet friendly. And you can count on big Oktoberfest and St. Patrick's Day parties at Line Creek with special beer releases, themed food, and of course lots of live entertainment. And when you go to Line Creek, try Maverick. It's my favorite. Cheers! And while we're talking about live entertainment, we have to talk about the Fred. The Fred is short for Frederick Brown Amphitheater, and it's an open-air venue nestled among the Georgia pines with 2,500 seats. The summer series has a variety of bands, including some tribute bands, but there are also some fantastic acts. For instance, this year, 2024, you have Sheila E., the Alan Parsons Live Project, John Anderson and the Band Geeks playing Yes songs, Air Supply, and Dave Mason. And funny thing, my husband just went to a Dave Mason concert in Atlanta the day before this show was announced. If he only had known, he still would have gone. My favorite part of the Fred is the setup. Right in front of the stage are tables, and it is perfect to get a table with a group of friends and bring your own food and drinks. Even though the Fred has concession stands with a full menu of burgers, pizza, and hot dogs, and even snacks, you are welcome to bring your own cooler with your favorite snacks and libations. Even if you don't have a table, there's enough space in the stands for smaller coolers, and there's even a lawn where you can spread out your picnic blanket to eat, drink, and watch the show. The 4th of July is a big deal in Peachtree City, as it is in many other cities, but I don't think that other cities have a parade that includes golf carts. Even if your decorated golf cart is not in the parade, I can guarantee that you drove that golf cart to the parade route and use it to tailgate. You can even watch the parade from your golf cart if you did not get your chair right up front. And after the parade, there is a day of festivities around town to finish with a fireworks display over, you guessed it, Lake Peachtree. Again, residents use their golf carts to get the best spot to view the fireworks, which cuts down on traffic, especially after the show. And what about restaurants in Peachtree City? Residents will joke every time a new restaurant comes to town that it's a Mexican restaurant, and you definitely have your choice of different Mexican restaurants. But Peachtree City has so much more. And sure, we have our fair share of chains and fast food options as well. But there are definitely local options, like the Curious Pig. The Curious Pig is a gastropub owned by a local chef who grew up in Peachtree City. It serves farm-to-table dishes with local ingredients. And what is more Peachtree City than that? You can get your southern dishes at Elliott's, Due South, or George's Shrimp Company. Breakfast at the Flying Biscuit, J. Christopher's, or Mimi's. And then there are the international options like Thai Spice or Pascal's. And if you want a good burger with a side of live music, head on over to Grazing Here or Palmer's. There are so many options, and I know I missed some, so be sure to drop your favorite restaurant in the comments. If you have kids and are wondering about youth sports, Peachtree City has got you covered. From rec leagues to travel ball, you can find it in Peachtree City. AFC Lightning is the travel soccer club where U.S. national women's team legend Kelly O'Hara got her start. And who can forget the great performance of Peachtree City in the Little League World Series a few years ago. Peachtree City has a BMX track, a field house, and an aquatic center. The swimming pool gets a bubble during the winter months so that there is year-round swimming. No diving, sadly, because there's not a diving board in the entire county. That, as a former Olympic diver, makes me sad, of course, but there are plenty of other sports for kids to participate in. Peachtree City homeowners love their home values as well. With the demand for homes and very little availability, home values are high. As in the rest of most of the country, Peachtree City home values increased significantly over the last couple of years. Most of Peachtree City is built out and there are very few new construction homes available, and that keeps values high. Even in the Great Recession of 2008, Peachtree City values dropped but bounced back earlier than surrounding areas. The new construction homes that are being built in town are gorgeous. There are beautiful homes in Laurelbrook and Townsend Village. They're not cheap as they start in the $800,000 range, but they are considered luxury homes and you can customize them if you can get them under contract early enough. So are you ready to move to Peachtree City yet? Check the description for a link to all Peachtree City homes available right now. And if you want more information, reach out to me. I am happy to help and have lots of resources to make sure that your next move is the right move.